Just when you think he thought of it all, something else comes out of his mouth.
The only person I ever shot was Currier.
And you're like, holy
Everybody else is trying.
This guy was so unprecedented in so many ways.
A man who lived two very different lives.
As he murdered victim after victim, we don't even know how many.
Killed all over the United States, so why was he being hidden from us?
A serial killer the FBI describes as addicted to murder.
The killings were completely random.
I knew that there would be even more mysteries to uncover.
Their bodies have never been found.
I could never have predicted what I encountered. I'm Maureen Callahan, author of American Predator, The Hunt for the Most Meticulous Serial Killer of the 21st Century. Samantha Koenig was an 18-year-old barista who was working February 1st, 2012. She was closing up, and the next morning, the barista who opened up discovered that all the cash in the register was missing, and Samantha was nowhere to be found. And so began a race against time investigation that would lead the FBI to the most unprecedented serial killer they had ever encountered. Israel Keyes was a middle-aged man based in Anchorage, Alaska. He's raised by survivalist parents who loathe the federal government. He underwent serious special forces training in the United States Army. He would travel frequently, and he would do so by buying a one-way plane ticket, flying into a major hub, renting a car, turning off his cell phone, ripping the battery out, only using cash, going dark as he called it, driving hundreds or thousands of miles to retrieve a kill kit. He would then hunt around looking for victims. He had no preference, so he would go after young, old, women, men, white, black, alone, in pairs, did not matter. He could abduct them within seconds. He would take them to another location where he would torture them, rape them, and kill them. He would then take the bodies to yet another location, preferably crossing state lines, dispose of the remains so expertly that he left no DNA behind, and then very quickly put hundreds, if not thousands of miles again between him and that crime scene.
Good evening, everyone. The massive search for missing barista Samantha Koenig is over, but it's not the news family and friends were hoping for.
Earlier today, a forensic dive team discovered in Matanuska Lake what investigators believed to be the body of Samantha Koenig.
It's incredible that they caught him. He made a mistake that he said he had never made before. He began using his victim's ATM card. And one night, weeks after Samantha Koenig has gone missing, it begins pinging, because the FBI has a tracker on it. But it's not pinging in Anchorage now, it's pinging in the lower 48. They send out a BOLO, a be on the lookout, to law enforcement in Texas. And they pull this guy over on the side of a road. The ranger says, "Can I see your driver's license? And where are you from?" And the man says, "Alaska." Keyes is arrested in March 2012. Among the items recovered from his car in that roadside search is Samantha's ATM card with her access number, her access code scratched in the front of it, and her cell phone, which has been taken apart.
If you're thinking about, like, you give a clue and go on lunch or something like that, I mean, that's something that can be worked out.
He wanted the death penalty fast. FBI agents are telling Israel Keyes that if he wants the death penalty, they need more victims. And he says, after a pause, "Okay, I'll give you 2 bodies and a name."
Bill and Lorraine Currier of Essex, Vermont, were forcibly abducted from their home in June of 2011 and murdered.
Bill and Lorraine Currier were a middle-aged couple, ordinary in every way. That case went cold pretty fast.
How are you doing today, Israel? All right. Okay.
Until 10 months later, they show him the picture, and they say to him, "Are these the people you took?" And he says, "Yep." They say, "Well, had you known them?" And he says, "Nope." And he said, "I knew how to break in."
Tonight, the FBI now believes confessed serial killer Israel Keyes took 11 lives. That's up from their previous count of 8. The FBI is also releasing a new detailed multi-year timeline regarding the whereabouts and dealings of Keyes.
The Bureau's official tally is 11. There are other agents on this case who believe the number's far more. I'm in that camp. His sole reason for existing was to hunt and to kill people. That was it. Investigators on this case get a call in December 2012. Israel Keyes has killed himself.
The 34-year-old committed suicide while in prison in Alaska, but before he died, he confessed to killing Bill and Lorraine Currier of Essex, Vermont.
Officially, the FBI considers this case closed. At a certain point late in the investigation, the FBI reclassifies this case and it goes from serial murder to terrorism. They've never made that public. There's no argument that it's within the public interest to know exactly what Keyes was doing, what the FBI knows about what Keyes was doing, what the Department of Justice or the U.S. military knows about how Keyes was trained, what he was doing, why his case was designated as terrorism. This isn't just a horror story or a cold case here and there. I think it's a lot bigger than that. I'm very interested to see what fallout there may be from this book, and I really hope that there are cases that are reopened. I will be following it probably forever.